I am someone who used Android my entire life, but recently I have switched to iPhones. So if you're someone who's planning on switching to the iPhone world coming from Android and thinking how it looks like, this video can really help you. Because this isn't just a fanboy perspective from either side, this is a raw, honest breakdown of what surprised me, what delighted me, and frankly, what frustrated the heck out of me. So be prepared for the unfiltered truth, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Alright, let's start with the good stuff, the things that genuinely impressed me about making the switch. First off, the ecosystem. Wow, I knew that this was a thing, but experiencing it firsthand is something else. The way my iPhone seamlessly talks to my iPad and how AirDrop just works for sharing files, it's incredibly smooth. If you're already invested in other Apple products, this integration is going to be a game changer. It feels like everything is designed to work together effortlessly, and that's something that I really like about this. Next up, the user interface. Now, Android has come a long way, there's no doubt about that, but there's a certain simplicity and intuitiveness of iOS that I've really come to appreciate. Things just seem to be where you expect them to be. It is clean, it is consistent, and honestly, there was a surprisingly short learning curve for me, meaning that I was on the go within, I would say, a day. So that's something that I really like. Another big plus for me has been the app quality and optimization. While the Google Play Store has a massive selection, I've noticed that apps on iOS often feel more polished and are specifically optimized for the hardware. This can lead to a smoother and more consistent experience, which is something that I like. I want to also talk about the software updates because this one is going to be a big one for many, and it's definitely something that I appreciate. Long-term software updates, Apple consistently supports their iPhones for many years, ensuring that you get the latest features and security patches. This is a stark contrast and often fragmented and less consistent update schedule on the Android side, and it gives you a peace of mind knowing that your device is going to stay current for many years. Okay, so those were the things that I've been really enjoying, but it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. There are definitely some aspects of switching that have been less ideal for someone like me who has been an Android user for so long. So I want to talk about those as well. And when we talk about Android versus iOS, the first one, it has to be lack of customization, the big hurdle, without a doubt. There has been some lack of customization. Android is all about making your phone yours, from widgets and launchers to deep system tweaks. The possibilities are endless. iOS, on the other hand, is much more restrictive. You can change your wallpaper, rearrange apps, and that's kind of it. I definitely miss the freedom to personalize my phone to the same extent. Although I must say that Apple is making some progress in this area, but I think there is a lot more that's needed to be done. Another thing that I found a bit frustrating is file management. Accessing and managing files on Android is genuinely much more straightforward with dedicated File Explorer apps, but on iOS it feels a bit more constrained. While the file apps exist, it's not quite the same level of open access that I was used to when I was using an Android phone. While the ecosystem is a plus, it can also feel a bit locked in. Apple really wants you to use their default apps, and while they're genuinely good, I miss having the choice to set truly default third-party apps for things like my browser or emails, etc. And I want to talk about the charging port and accessories. This might seem minor, but the lighting port is still a thing, and in a world where USB-C is becoming increasingly universal, having proprietary charging port on the iPhone can be a bit inconvenient, especially if you have other devices that use USB-C. It means carrying around another type of cable. Now, I know that the newer iPhones do have USB-C port, but if you talk about iPhone 11 or prior to that, they still use the lightning port, which is a problem. Okay, so these were some of the things that I noticed. My honest thoughts on switching from Android to iPhone as someone who's been using the green side for years is definitely a different experience. There are things that I absolutely love. The seamless ecosystem, the intuitive interface, the app quality, and the long-term updates. But then there are definitely things like customization, open file system, and the universal charging standards. So these are the things that I don't like a lot about the iPhones, right? Although universal USB ports, like with the newer iPhones, I have the 15 Pro Max, so that's not an issue for me. But if you ask me ultimately whether switching or not switching is right for you, depends on your priorities. If you value the tight integrated ecosystem, simplicity, and long-term support, the iPhone must be a great fit. But if you curve customization and open access, you might find yourself missing some aspects of Android. I'd love to hear from all of you. If you've made the switch yourself, what were your biggest surprises, the good and the bad that you've noticed? And if you're considering to switch, what are your biggest concerns? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more tech related content that I keep posting on my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.